Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Romi Andika Jaya with name 18702830338. Okay guys, the engine is the head of your car. It is a complex machine built to convert heat from burning gas into the force that turns the road wheels. The chain of reaction which achieves that objective is set in motion by a spark, which ignited a mixture of petrol, vapor, and compressed air inside. Momentarily cylinder and causes it to burn rapidly. That is why the machine is called an internal combustion engine, as the mixture burns in expand, providing power to drive the car to withstand its heavy workload. The engine must be a robust structure. It consists of two basic parts. The lower section is the cylinder block, a casing for the engine main moving part. The detachable upper cover is the cylinder head. The cylinder head contains valve-controlled passage through with the air and fuel mixture enters the cylinder and other drop which the gases produced by the combustion are expelled. The block houses the crankshaft, which convert the reciprocating motion of the piston into rotary motion at the crankshaft of the block. Also houses the camshaft, which operates mechanism that open and close the valve in the cylinder head. Sometimes the camshaft is in the head or mounted above it. Different engine layers. First, inline engine, the simplest and most common type of engine, compressed four vertical cylinder close together in a row. This is known as an inline engine car with capacities exceeding 2000 cc. Often have 6 cylinders in line. Second, V8 engine. The more compact V engine is fifth in some cars, especially vehicles with 8 or 12 cylinders, and also some with 6 cylinders. Here the cylinders are arranged opposite each other at an angle of up to 90 degrees. Okay. Horizontally opposite engine. Some engines have horizontally opposite cylinders, and they are an exception of the V engine. The engine having been winded to 180 degrees. The advantage lie in saving height and also in certain aspect of balance. The cylinder in which the piston operate are cast into the block, as are mountings for ancillary equipment such as a filter for the oil, which lubricate the engine and a pump for the fuel and oil reservoir. The sum is bulked underneath the crankcase. The engine, how power is created in basic. The conversion of fuel energy into power in an engine start where petrol is mixed with air in a device called air carburetor to form a highly combustible mixture. On the induction stroke, the piston is disconnected, the inlet valve is fully open, and the exhaust valve closed.
Everyone, this is Brother Mahazain for my latest news and updates.
As the piston rests of its compression stroke, the exhaust valve is still closed and the inlet valve is closing. The power stroke drives the piston downward as the ignited gases expand. Both the inlet and exhaust valve are closed. The gas in the cylinder escape through the open exhaust valve as the piston rises again for the exhaust stroke. Compressed to about an 8 or 9 of its original volume by a piston and then ignited by a spark plug. Rapid expansion of the burning gas. The combustion drives the piston down the cylinder. The downward thrust is changed by the connecting rod to rotary movement of the crankshaft in much the same way as a cyclist placing his foot on the pedal turns the side wheel. The downward stroke of the piston is known as the power stroke in a 4-stroke cycle. It occurs only once in every 4 strokes of this piston up and down movement. Compression ratio, the difference between the volume of air and fuel mixture sucked into the cylinder by the introduction stroke and is its eventual volume when compressed. Fueling is called the compression ratio. If the mixture is reduced to 1/9 of its original volume, the engine has a compression ratio of 9:2. The cycle starts with the induction stroke, with the exhaust valve closed. A downward movement of the piston sucks fuel mixture from the carburetor into the cylinder. The mixture enters the inlet valve, which has been opened by the camshaft turning. The upward movement of the piston which follows is the compression stroke. The exhaust valve remains closed and the inlet valve also closes. So the mixture in the cylinder is compressed by the releasing piston into a small space known as the combustion chamber, usually in the cylinder head or in the top of the piston. A spark from the spark plug ignites the mixture and causes it to expand rapidly, driving the piston down in the power stroke. As the piston Rest once more. The inlet valve remains closed, but the burn mixture escapes through the exhaust system and escalates the exhaust stroke. The camshaft continues to rotate. The exhaust valve closed and the inlet valve opens and the four-stroke cycle start again the firing order. Valve position in 1, 2, 4, 3 firing order. The sequence in which the spark plug ignite the mixture in each of the engine cylinders is known as the firing order. This is controlled by the distributor, which directs the flow of current to its plug at the correct time during the engine four-stroke cycle. The camshaft is designed to open and shut the valve is the required sequence. The spark occurs just before the piston reaches top dead center. On the compression stroke, the cylinder of an inline engine are usually numbered from to rear, starting with no one cylinder. If the plugs were fired in numerical order from one end to the other, the successive power impulse from the piston would cause the engine to run very uniformly and vibrate excessively. In a four-cylinder engine, vibration is reduced with a firing order 1, 3, 4, 2 or 1, 2, 4, 3. Whenever the high tension leads are removed from the spark plug, they must always be reconnected in the correct sequence to maintain the proper firing order. If in any dog label the lead with their cylinder numbers, one piece of stick type. The inertia of the rotating flywheel also helps to smooth out the cyclic variation and minimize vibration of the engine. Thank you guys for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.